On today's episode of RCKicks, big news, new releases by Tamiya just announced this morning at 7 AM. So I bring you this video as fast as possible. Stay tuned, you want to find out because some of them are epic.
Summer's gone, I'm latching on. Don't even know your name, but you're still in my head. Underneath rays of gold, your body also close.
Hi, welcome to RCKicks. On today's show, well, we're going to be talking about all the new releases that Tamiya have just put out this morning, and there's a lot, so we have loads to cover. So get a cup of tea, sit down, and yeah, we'll go through each one individually. I've got release dates, prices, and we can discuss them. We're going to kick off with the headlining one because I'm not saving it to the end. We're going straight into it because it's super exciting, and we are going to see the top Force Evo again. Yes, now no way would I have predicted this was possible. Now this is an original one that I have here, and this is a true icon collector's piece. The prices on these have been going through the roof, so it's fantastic that we're going to see a new one. And yes, I've already placed an order for one, and it will be coming on the show, and we will be building it. Now if you want one of these, you will need to get on board straight away because scalpers are going to pick these up by the dozen. Why? Because these sell new in box right now easily £1,000. So everyone is going to want to buy one of these to sit on it to then sell it for a lot more money in about 2 years. Now, I'm not sure what the kind of numbers they're going to produce. I don't know that, but they're going to sell out fast. So you'll need to get on it very, very quickly. Now, what can I tell you about it? Well, the original one was 58107, released on the 16th of June, 1992. So we've been waiting quite a while for this one. When's it going to be released? Well, it's going to be released May this year, 2021, under kit 47470. Are you ready for the price? Yeah, Tamiya are really, yeah, but I can understand why, because they know what they're going to sell for later on. So you're looking at the retail recommended price, or whatever it is, £450. Now most RC shops will probably discount it by about 10%, but on this one they may not, because they know the demand is going to be so high for it. You may be having to swallow the £450 just to get your hands on a new inbox Evo. From what I can see from the photographs, it doesn't look any different at all, but then it was a very capable buggy anyway, so it didn't really need anything. So there you go. That's amazing to see, and if you've wanted one like I have, chasing this one down was really difficult for me, and also there's things that I really want to get, like the original decals. Now I'm not sure if the decals in the RERE will change slightly, but I would rather have original Evo decals from the RERE than reproduction ones on a body, so I'm really excited to get that. Plus there's loads of people that will be wanting tyres again and the rims, so there's going to be loads of bits and pieces coming out so you can restore your original ones. So that's fantastic news too. Right, let's move on to the next one. The next release by Tamiya that we're going to talk about now is the Grasshopper 2 Black Edition. Now, the original Grasshopper 2 came out way back in 1988 under kit 58074. On the 7th of August that was released. Now, the last time that we have seen the Grasshopper 2 was on the 22nd of April 2017. So now we get a reissue from Tamiya as a Black Edition. Can't say I'm overly sold on these different colours. I don't think it helps much, but I guess it's for driving up people that collect boxes and don't want to lose them, so that they're more likely to buy one where they probably wouldn't if it was the same kit being re-released again, I guess. So I can kind of understand why they do it, and it's a very easy thing for Tamiya to do. Just change a few colours, you know, and then slap it out the door. Not sure if I'll get this on the channel or not. I've never had a Grasshopper 2, so I probably will at some point, but being no real rush, and I'm going to put my money into a few other things like the Evo, because I think that will bring more content for you guys. So there we go. So the new kit is 57471, and it's going to be £125 recommended retail price, and it will be out in June. So comment below what ones you're going to get, what you're excited about seeing, and so on and so forth. So that's the Grasshopper 2. Not much more else to say about that one, so we'll move on to the next release. The next release is the Hotshot Comical. Now, obviously they're just building on the release of the Avanti four-wheel drive Comical. It doesn't look to be anything different from a chassis point of view. Now, I'm a massive fan of the Avanti Comical. I think they did a great job, and the swoopy lines work very well in this sort of squat design. The problem I think with the Hotshot is the Hotshot was very angular and worked because it was long and sleek. Squishing it has just turned it into a bit of a boxy mess, personally. And what really knocks it out of the park for me is it has dual shocks on the front of this chassis, whereas the Hotshot is always known as having the single one. So what Tamiya did to get around this is they actually put a fake looking shock on the front, which I don't think really works because it's kind of part of the body, and then you can still really see the upright shocks. So can't say I'm overly sold on that one. Now, what can I tell you about it? Well, it's under kit 58685. It will be released in June this year, and it's £215. So it's the GF-01, is it CB? Yeah, CB is the chassis. So there you go. Comment below. Am I being too harsh? Do you agree? Do you think it looks ugly? Do you prefer the Avanti over that one? Will you be getting one? Right, let's see what else came out. The next release from Tamiya that I want to talk about is the Escort. That is the 1998 Ford Escort Custom Street version. I'll put a picture up here. This is a big plus and a big minus. What's the plus? The body. What you will be getting from the body, the wheels and things like that, it's going to look brilliant. And I've ordered a body shell, and I'll probably get the wheels as well. That brilliant, and it's going to be a big one for L&L models because that's right up his street. So go check him out if you're after one of those, because he loves his rally stuff. And yeah, I will be getting the body on the show. Now the downside, it's on a TT02 Tamiya, and there's quite a few TT02s, so I'll try and spread them out a little bit, because really what you're getting is a fantastic body on a TT02, which, don't get me wrong, has its place, but it's kind of been done to death. So yeah, I'm not going to buy any more TT02s. I will buy body kits, and I'll put them on other cars just purely from, oh, so boring. So there you go. Also, I think you could put loads of really cool MCI decals on it and make lots of rally versions. So I think all you rally guys out there will be itching to get hold of the body sets for this, and then maybe putting it on other different chassis. So there you go. What can I tell you about it? Well, it's going to be £145, and it's going to be released in April. So you haven't got too long to wait for that body set. So if you're after an Escort body set, or you're going to go the whole car, you better place your order soon, because even though they're on a TT02, I'm pretty sure they will sell out pretty fast. Now the next car I want to talk about is a fantastic car, and it's great to see it because it kind of disappeared and no one has seen head nor trace of it since it was discontinued way back at the end of 1992. The car I'm talking about is the Thunder Dragon. Finally, Tamiya have dusted down that kit and are going to bring it to you, and I'm sure there is lots of people who have been waiting eagerly to get their hands on one, and since we haven't seen them for all these years, all the other ones have been released in the family, so at last the black sheep of the family can come out and we can all get one. Now, I've had one on the show, and I will probably get one again just to add to my collection. So comment below, have you been waiting for this for ages? Do you really want to get one? So there you go. So what can I tell you about it? Well, it's under kit 47458. It's going to be released May this year, and you're looking at £205 is the retail recommended retail price. So you can obviously look at that sort of price down by up to 10%. The original one was 58073, and that was released on the 10th of March 1988, and it ran until 1992. So yeah, this one is a bit of a rare one. So are you going to get one? I probably will myself. I haven't placed an order for it today, but I probably will add one a little bit later down the line, I think. I don't want to order too many today, otherwise I'll start sweating my bank balance. So there you go. What do you think? I'm really chuffed. I think it's a good one for Tamiya to do because a lot of people have been waiting for this re-release. Right, on to the next one. The next release from Tamiya is a bit of an oddball one that we haven't really seen before, and that is the Landfreeder Quadtrack. I don't know what to make of this one, and I'll try and go through the thought process. I haven't really digested these. I've just grabbed them and then I started doing this video, so it's going to take a bit of time to sink in, and maybe I'll change my mind. Excuse me, maybe I'll change my mind, but the first impression, I'm a bit concerned about this. So let me just go through it and then I can give you my thoughts at the end. So it's kit 58690. It's basically a TT02 FT, what they're calling it. So it's basically a variant of the TT02. Well, they're gonna kill this chassis for, God, my God, another one. Anyway, now what can I tell you about it? It's coming out in May, and it's also got a CR tuned motor. I think that's what they call it. Yeah, CR tuned motor is included in the kit. Now, I have a few issues with this one. The first one is £360. First problem for a TT02. Yes, I know it's got Caterpillar tracks, and I'm pretty sure there'll be very good quality coming from Tamiya. My main concern is A, the price, and B, if you're looking to purchase a tracked vehicle like this, there's a lot of really good ones out there. Traxxas do a few that are really good. You can modify TRX4, that kind of stuff, that are insanely capable. Now, I'm trying to think who would buy this apart from a collector that just wants to sit on something that's an oddball. And that I think is an issue. One thing it's got going for it is I do like the body. The body looks really good. I don't know if it's a polycarbonate body or whether it's a hard body. It's hard to tell. It's difficult to tell. It has got roll bars, so that could mean it's a rigid body. I don't know. And for that price, it should really. What do you think? Comment below. Am I being too harsh about this one? I think it's got such a small niche market for it. I don't think it's going to sell well. And being that they brought out and modified the chassis to do this, it's going to be, it might be one for the collectors, where I don't think it will sell many units, but then down the line it will become something that's quite desirable because they didn't sell a lot. So there's that aspect on it, but really investing in kits is not a good way to invest your money. There's much better ways to invest your money. So don't rush out thinking this is a great one, I'll buy it and I'll sit on it for 5 years, because doubling your money in 5 years is there's much quicker ways to make money investing. This is not it. So there you go. I honestly don't know. I'm going to sit on the fence on this one. I don't think I'm going to get one in, but it is something very different, so maybe I'll change my mind. So don't hold me to that, and if you think I'm wrong, change my mind. Tell me why it's brilliant. Am I missing something? Anyway, comment below. So there you go. Right, let's move on to the next one. And the next release is one for you Ford fans. It's the Ford GT Mk2. Body looks pretty good. Livery, yeah, looks okay. Could be an interesting one, but it's on a TT02 chassis. Oh my God. So again, it's one of those, you might buy a body set, but whether you'll actually buy the car or not, I don't know. Am I being too harsh about the TT02? Comment below. Won't be getting one of these in. May get the body set. I honestly don't know. I can't say I'm a massive fan of this car. It's not one that's on my desirable list really, but hey, you guys comment. Is it something that you guys are going to rush out and buy? Is it going to be really successful? Is it people going to buy these off the shelves? I honestly don't know, but it's kit 58689 Ford GT Mk2 TT02. It's going to be out in May, and you're looking at £160 is the recommended retail price. There's not much more to tell you about it. What do you think? And the next release I want to talk to you is the CC02 variant, the Mercedes Unimog. Now this is 58692 and it will be coming out in May. Now this one, I'm more passionate about this one than I would have thought in the past, mainly because I've got one in the Mercedes-Benz G-Wagon, and I was so surprised at how good the chassis is with a few modifications that this one, I like it. It's very retro looking. I love the wheels. and it's something a bit different. So I'm a big fan of this one, even though it's a bit of an oddball one. It's going to be £289, and yeah, I don't think I will get one in, mainly because I've got one. I've got the Mercedes-Benz G-Wagon, so it'd be very expensive for me to basically build the same thing that I've built before on the show. So obviously I must think about that side of it as well. But from a personal point of view, I do like it. Whether I can pick up the wheels and the body set and then do that and have it so I could swap it between the two on my one, that might be an option for me to keep my prices down a little bit. I don't know, comment below, what do you think? Would you like to see one built on the show, or was you happy to see just the Mercedes-Benz G-Wagon? I don't know. I could be tempted to spend some money on it. I do like it, and I do like the box art red wheels and the kind of greyish body. It does look really good, and I don't really have a pickup truck, so it is something a bit different. So there you go, £289 in May, CC02 Mercedes-Benz Unimog. Let's move on to the next one. Oh, there's so many releases today. Now the next car I want to talk to you about, I don't know too much about it, so you guys are going to have to tell me. So put in the comments. Well, that is the Opel Calibra V6. Now this is coming out on a TA02 chassis, which I think is very important for the people that have been chasing these cars for a long time. So I had a quick look on Tamiya base, and the original kit was 58150, released on the 21st of February 1995 to 1996. And it was originally called the Opel Calibra V6 DTM. So this release is on the same chassis, the TA02. This release is on kit 47461. Now I think what's going to be really interesting for some of you guys is Tamiya re-released this kit, but they put it on a TT01E chassis back on the 8th of September 2012. So I can see maybe you guys were a bit disappointed with that. I honestly don't know. So comment below what you think. So I think it's a really good thing for them to bring out the car again on its original chassis, because putting some very classic cars on new chassis, not too keen on it. I've always been very worried that they're going to do it with the Porsche 959, that they're going to put that body on a more modern chassis and it would ruin it. So I don't know if that's the same for you guys who collect this. I don't really collect these kind of cars, so comment below what you think. Is that a really good move for them? Was it a shame to see it come out on the TT01E? You guys tell me. I honestly don't know, but I would assume that that is a really good thing. So there should be some happy people out there today. Right, let's move on to the next one. Oh my God, there's so many. And the final announcement of the day, you still with me? That's great. Is something a little bit different, and that is kit 56366. It's a 1/14 Mercedes-Benz 4151 tipper truck. Now, I'm getting into trucks. I have never built one, but I'm kind of like the idea of getting one on the show. The problem is this, it's £889. So Tamiya, if you're out there, please get in contact. I'd love to build one of your trucks on the show, but I just can't justify the budget. So if you're watching this, thanks for bringing out some excellent buggies and re-releases, and the Top Force Evo. Oh, good one. Oh, excited about that one. So there you go, and the tipper truck will be out in March. Oh, and I think that's covered all of it. Comment below, I want to know what you guys think. I think it was really good. There's lots of cool stuff coming out at lots of different levels, from real high-end stuff down to entry-level buggies and all the things in between. And breathe. Thanks so much. See you on the next one. Ooh, front door's going. Doesn't it sound good? See you later. Bye-bye.